Hey, it's me, your girl Raquel, and I'm the one that brings good to feel good. We do one thing on this channel. We take something negative or something we're just not feeling, and we flip it into a positive way, changing our philosophy, but moving forward with a more positive outlook. And if you stay till the end, I'll introduce you to a company or a person who's actually out there doing something good, one step at a time to make the world a better place. And today's topic, self-love. I've got no makeup on, y'all, but I said I'm gonna do it because I'm willing to love myself despite whether I'm wearing makeup or not. I got my candle, I got my incense, and I got my strawberry festival glass with a strawberry for happy hour. I already feel good. So let's go. Let's get good. And we're back talking about the topic of self-love. And I just want to note that my dog came out, so he's chilling here. He has yet to, I think, get on camera, but just the fact that he's here is kind of cool because he's been adjusting to me talking to this weird phone and lighting. He's like, "What are you doing? Can you stop?" Anyway, the AI overview talks about to love yourself is to be confident. Practice self-compassion, challenge negative self-talk with affirmations, set boundaries, and prioritize self-care by doing activities you enjoy while accepting your flaws and celebrating small wins to build self-worth. Now, I love that, and it kind of like all encompasses everything, but I wanted to spotlight an article that was done by wondermind.com where it talks about 11 ways to practice self-love that therapists swear by. Now, I'm not a big person for therapy. I've done therapy before once due to a traumatic event, and it was extremely helpful. So I don't knock it. I'm like, if you need to get therapy, man, get it. Get where you need to go. I like sound bowls, and I love that therapy. That's been amazing for me. My friend Erica is a fantastic person for music like that. Anyways, so there's 11 things that these therapists have brought up. Let's go through them quickly. Get to know your big emotions. Do you swing back and forth? Do you get really angry over stuff? Do you have really big moments because of certain things? And what are those triggers? Knowing that will help you overcome some things, right? 2, create a mood boosting playlist. Mood boosting. One of my favorite songs, DJ Khaled. All I do is win. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. He's not my favorite necessarily DJ, but that song, I love that song. It gets me hyped. So create a playlist that makes you excited. 3, do what's meaningful to you. I realized over my vacation, I love taking baths. I've always have, and I want access to one. And I found out that I can't be taking baths at people's houses apparently. So I won't. I'll get my own bath next time. I will get my own place. I want to be able to get in a car and just jump and go. I want to be able to have access to what I need instead of necessarily waiting around for other people. I also love my alone time. I really do. I have this thing about having moments where I can decompress. And yeah, I learned that about myself. Make an actual safe place for yourself. That's 4. So wherever you're at. And I think for me that was important. And that's another thing that's important. You know, finding that spot where you can just go take a walk or whatever. 5, know when to say no thanks. Know when to say no. That's the hardest thing, right? We get caught up in the people pleasing, or there's people that we like and we want to do more for. But I think it needs to be balanced. And it took me a while to get there. But I'm a giver and I love to like take care of people. But at some point you got to create those opportunities where you say, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm limited. Like I don't have enough energy space, or I just don't have that bandwidth to get all of that done. But I can help you with this, or I can help you with that. And people have to adjust. 6, say something nice to yourself in the mirror. That's kind of awkward. Can't say I've really done that. But they even say, hear it out. If you have, it may sound dorky is what they're saying, but if you have the ability to out-talk your negative Nancy, you know, one of my Buddhist mentors used to call it the evil twin, the one on your shoulder that's always got something to say, your mental, your mind, who's always like, all the time. And it's just that narrative. How can I change that narrative? And the only way to change it is to turn it off by putting something else in its place, or having an opportunity to have that conversation where, no, stop, okay, done, and move on, right? 7, schedule mini check-ins with yourself. think that's important. You know, where are you? How are you feeling? So that you can gauge what you need, because not everybody's going to give it to us. We got to give it to ourselves, nurture ourselves. And then 8, when you feel your inner critic screaming, take a hard pivot. Take a moment, be able to say, you know what, fine, I want out of this like negative spiral that I'm going through, or this conversation that I'm having. Let's get out of it. I agree with that. 9, at the very least, don't judge yourself. And I think we do that a lot, comparing ourselves, looking at someone else and wanting to put ourselves in their shoes, but we don't even know where they're at. And personas are personas. We don't know what's really going on in their household, right? And then 10, be realistic about your goals. You know, if you're ambitious and you want to challenge yourself, like right now, I'm challenging myself with this channel. I'm excited to do it. I'm having so much fun. And the minute I'm not having fun, I take a break. I say, you know what? Let's take a break. Let's decompress. And I've done that. Yay. And 11, talk about your feelings. Being vulnerable about what you're going through with someone else is a major form of self-love, because you're taking the time to dig deep, regardless of how uncomfortable it is. And I am a talker. I do like to be able to speak on things, especially if it's hitting hard, because I want to get through it and be done with it and let it go. I don't like to hold on to stuff. And I really like it when I can have a conversation with a friend, mature, awesome, straight up, and they can go, you know what? I was feeling this way too. Oh, cool. And then we can like go back and forth, and then boom, be like, love ya. All right, good. And be out, instead of holding on to that resentment or whatever that is. So anyways, I'll make sure I put as much as I can for wondermind.com. Right now I can't put live links because I'm new to YouTube, but I think eventually, I guess I'm able to. But thanks for listening, and I hope this helped, because self-love is so important. Give yourself a hug. Stay tuned. I'm about to share an organization or person that is doing the best work they can to make the world a better place. Welcome back. I realized in our talking about a soft place, my altar is my soft place. So why not talk about my Buddhist organization, SGI USA? I've been practicing Buddhism now since 1998. Some of you were not even born yet. I decided to utilize a website from India because it was written so well, and it's from palsci.institute. And I'll try and put that in there, but it's POLSCI. Actually, why am I spelling it? I'll probably just put it right there. An Indian website for students about information for their studies. And Soka Gakkai International came up, and the title was Soka Gakkai International, Promoting Peace Through Buddhist Philosophy. And I can talk forever about my Buddhist philosophy, just because I know how much it's transformed my life and changed so many others I know. But I will speak on what they wrote because it was so concise. And it says, in a world often divided by conflict and strife, the Soka Gakkai International stands as a beacon of hope, promoting peace through the transformative power of Buddhist philosophy. And just note, SGI USA is here in America. Soka Gakkai International is headquartered in Japan, but we are all around the world. Founded on the principles of Nichiren Buddhism, SGI represents one of the world's largest Buddhist movements. With over 12 million members across 192 countries and territories, this global network of practitioners believes that lasting peace begins with the inner transformation of individuals, a concept called human revolution, which then ripples outward to create positive change in society. And when we speak of human revolution, it's like we say, when we chant, we reflect to a mandala, and in our altar, when we sit there, we're chanting to invoke the best person I could possibly be today. And at the end of the day, I do the same prayer where I say, I spent all day today hoping that I did the best I could. I will now awaken again and choose to wake up tomorrow to do the same and pass that on. You know, we're all connected. No matter how we want to be separate, no matter how much politics and other things divide us, we're all in the same pot. And the more we realize that no matter how diverse we are, the more that we can come together and find what our commonalities are and work through those, the world's going to be a better place. No matter what you practice, whatever religion, whatever background, whatever color, creed, country you came from, we are all still one. And when we can get that concept together, man, we could do so much. And I feel like we're on our way. There's a consciousness that's developing. I'm a part of it. Let's go, because we're going to help change the world and make it a better place. And I'm determined to do it till the moment I'm dead. All right. To grasp the essence of SGI's peace mission, we must first understand its philosophical foundation. Nichiren Buddhism, established by the 13th century Japanese monk Nichiren, centers on the Lotus Sutra, which teaches that all people possess an inherent Buddha nature. This means every individual has the potential for enlightenment and the capacity to create value in any circumstance. Unlike traditional forms of Buddhism that might emphasize withdrawal from worldly affairs, Nichiren Buddhism encourages active engagement with society. SGI members practice by chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, which translates to devotion to the mystic law of the Lotus Sutra through cause and effect and sound. This practice, they believe, enables individuals to tap into their inner wisdom and compassion, transforming not only their own lives, but also their communities. And in this case, they included the Lotus Sutra, but most of the time I always say devotion to the mystic law of cause and effect through sound. It's very succinct and it's just clear. At the heart of SGI's peace movement lies the concept of human revolution, the idea that profound social change must begin with the inner transformation of individuals. This concept popularized by SGI's second president, Jose Toda, and we had three pillars of major leaders that helped progress our organization, and further developed by our former president, Daisaku Ikeda, who he passed away in 2023, but he helped bring this teaching to America, which now has all of these members and is in 192 countries and territories because of really him, because he stepped off in, I believe it was 1960, to really embark on spreading this Buddhism. And it suggests that when people change, their fundamental life condition changes, and from one of suffering to one of compassion and wisdom, and naturally become agents of positive change in their communities, which I am hoping this channel helps do. I could go on, but if you find interest, please email me. I have my email on here. And of course, you can always comment and just say, hey, reach out to me and I'll see your information. For now, remember, if it doesn't feel good, it's probably not good for you. Now that you're feeling good though, stay good. See you soon.